Good evening. Welcome to ComedyFLOPs' November post-Thanksgiving hangover show. Who knows what this is going to be? Well, I can actually tell you because I made the set list. It's going to be all games that we're somehow going to tie Thanksgiving into in some weird way. So if you're already on the site, and if you are, you can hear me, so that's how you'll know. I'm going to ask you to type in as many things related to Thanksgiving as you possibly can, and we're going to infuse them through all the games that we're going to play tonight. And to get us started, I'm going to ask that you specifically for our first game put in objects or nouns related to Thanksgiving. So that can be food, that can be utensils, whatever. Okay, as many things related to Thanksgiving as you possibly can. Our show tonight is dedicated to Loaves and Fishes, a charitable organization in our community that makes sure people have food, right? And at Thanksgiving, of course, that makes us think of that a little more perhaps. But also, we're heading into the holiday season. And usually we're hyper aware during this time. But I want to be clear, there's food insecurity year round. So if you can donate to them, please do. The donation link we'll put out over the chat. It's also on our Facebook event. All right, so without further ado, I would now like to welcome the Flops onto the virtual stage. First, a flop who needs no introduction. She is well known for her talent with handcuffs. Let's welcome Officer Peggy.
Woo! Officer Peggy.
Yeah. The person who never goes hungry no matter what the holiday. Let's please welcome Hand Rations.
Woo! Eat it all.
Oh, she looks really hungry tonight. Buried deep in the Arabian desert, he found his own food stash. It's Camel Treasure.
Hey!
If you had an argument this Thanksgiving dinner, even if it was virtual, it was probably some kind of Rigamarole. Let's welcome Rigamarole.
Rigamarole.
Maybe you overate. Maybe you even got food poisoning and you had to see the doctor. And if you did, it's likely you saw the one, the only Dr. Brainpee.
DSB.
And if you're Thanksgiving, yeah. And if you're Thanksgiving turkey, he's really in. And if your Thanksgiving turkey wasn't all you hoped it would be, if it wasn't moist and delectable, well, you can probably blame Dry Run.
Dry Run.
All right. We've got everybody here for tonight's show, and we're going to play a game to start us off that we often play at the start of the second set. It's a favorite of ours, and I'm sure yours, or at least one that makes you wildly uncomfortable. That's right, we're going to play Sex with Me. So let's see what objects and things you gave us to okay, lots of kudos for Hand Rations, which we can't actually work into the game. Really, Hand Rations, your fan club needs to tone it down. All right.
I didn't ask for this.
Dry Run, you're getting a lot of love out there. All right. Okay. Yep. Good. Some good suggestions.
Are we starting with set 2 tonight, John?
No, we're going to start with set 1. We're just moving the game up.
Okay.
And so the first object for Sex with Me is going to be pilgrim hats. Pilgrim hats. And if that stumps you too much, you can just also go with regular hats. I will accept regular hats. Yes, Dry Run.
Sex with me is like a pilgrim hat. You're gonna buckle.
That was mine.
I'm going to work off that. Sex with me is like a pilgrim hat. It's better when you unbuckle.
Sex with me is like a pilgrim hat. You don't find it anywhere.
Sex with me is like a pilgrim hat. It's only fashionable after you've spent 3 long months on a boat throwing up.
I feel like we're going to need to hear that story later. All right, let's get a new one. Let's go with the wishbone. Sex with me is like the wishbone.
Sex with me is like a wishbone. I'll snap you in half.
Sex with me is like a wishbone. Everybody's fighting for it.
Sex with me is like the wishbone. No matter how you break it, it doesn't come true.
Oh, go ahead.
Sex with me is like wishbone, a small terrier that quotes Shakespeare.
Sex with me is like a wishbone. One person always gets more than the other.
Sex with me is like a wishbone, ultimately unfulfilling.
Let's go with corn. Sex with me is like corn.
Corn
Sex with
a
me
C,
is
right?
like corn, better on the cob.
Sex with me is like corn. Butter me up, baby.
Sex with me is like corn. You're going to remember me the next day.
Sex with me is like corn. Amazing.
Sex with me is like corn. Something might get stuck in your teeth.
Sex with me is like corn. I just go for hours.
Okay.
Sex with me is like corn. You're gonna get shooked.
I'm stopping on that one. I'm stopping on that one. That's sex with me.
Oh man, my mom's watching.
Yeah.
She was
My
watching.
mom's watching too.
Yeah. She's not anymore.
Way to start
All right.
off the first game.
ESB's mom laughed at that joke.
Oh,
It's not getting any better, so I'm gonna go.
oh. Yeah, Cody, you're right. I jumped track, didn't I?
Yeah.
Right? Just-
That's what happens when you drink the wine before the show.
Oh no.
It's so improvised that even the cast members don't know what
Don't
we're
know
doing.
what the hell's going on.
What's even
All
happening?
right. So we're gonna jump into another game called Last Flop Standing, and this is one where we're gonna debate something. Now, of course, at Thanksgiving, traditional Thanksgiving dinners, it is not unheard of for a debate to come up. And had we had traditional Thanksgiving dinners, oh gosh, I feel like this would have been the year primed for debates, right? So we're gonna debate a topic or talk about a topic. How this game works is one flop will start. At any point, another flop can clap in. They will make their case as to why the other flop is wrong or why they should have the floor, and I will rule on it, either yay or nay. And so the last flop standing at the end of 4 minutes wins the game. So let me get my timer going here. And while we're thinking about this, I'm going to say what we're going to debate are racist uncles. Someone we might encounter at the Thanksgiving table. So we need someone to start this, and I'm gonna pick somebody here. Oh, hand rations. You're in. I'm gonna start the timer now. The topic, Thanksgiving topic, is racist uncles, and go.
Okay, so the thing about racist uncles is everybody, like, they don't say the uncle is racist. They're just like, oh, that's my weird uncle. That's my creepy uncle. No, you're mixing adjectives. Weird uncles should be the guys who just show up and are just like, hey, you're not sure if I'm well or not. You're not sure if I'm even human or not. I'm just going to be like this weird children's book kind of like, they're not supposed to say racist things at you. That's not weird. That's giving weirdness a bad name. I am very weird, and I don't appreciate being lumped in with those weird uncles. I want to be a weird aunt someday. Does that mean that I'm going to say things that are horribly offensive? Hopefully not. So stop grouping us on.
Dry run.
Becoming a horrible aunt means that Jess's siblings are gonna have to procreate. And
I don't follow you, but I'm gonna allow it anyway.
right. So to my point is that, you know, we can stop racism from happening if we convince people to not have children. And then
Dr. Brainpee.
See, that's close, but what's better at stopping racism? Full-on wrestling matches in the front yard.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah, no, you know your racist uncle's showing up, right? So you watch nonstop. You sign up for the WWE Network. It's $10, and you do like a week just straight. You memorize all your favorite wrestlers' moves. You get it set up and be like, you, me, we're going out in the front yard, not fighting. We're wrestling. You have your friend there with a referee's uniform, like he shows up to dinner unannounced.
Yeah, Officer Peggy.
I think Cody was first, but
All right, Rigamarole.
Mike's solution Dr. Brainpee's solution to everything is wrestling. And I don't think it can possibly be the solution to everything.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Officer Peggy.
the thing is, this is assuming that your uncle is older than you. However, I know many cases where my uncle's younger than me, actually, and would kick my butt in a wrestling match. So that's not...
That's weird. That's weird, but true. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're trying to wrestle somebody because they're being racist, first of all, if they can outweigh you and they have more muscles than you, this is not going to be a good time. Add in that you're of the drinking age and you're a little tipsy because the turkey's still in the oven. This is a double bad time. You're going to be on the floor before anyone knows it. So instead, what you have
Riggy.
It's all about technique. Doesn't matter the
That's
size.
true. That's true.
When you're in the ring and you get up high, it don't matter how much bigger the other guy is than you. You're going to get up real high, and you're going to cock the elbow and get ready for it. And not knock over the computer when you do this move. Maybe move back just a little bit. Get the elbow up. And you're going to...
Don't pull your head.
Oh my god.
And that's how you do it. And you
Officer
sell
Peggy.
the move.
Oh,
You definitely sell it.
I thought he had a concussion,
If
was
you're
not
talking
to
right.
me,
I
Needed someone to
can't
fill
hear
in his place.
I just want to say that wrestling is not real. But
That's true.
racism is real.
That was real.
It is
Wrestling's not real.
Wrestling is
And rations.
Sure, WWE wrestling isn't real. But if you train instead with the technique of just finding a bear in the woods and wrestling it every week, you'll find out what wrestling really is.
That's true.
Yeah, so many people think like, oh, wrestling is a sport. Wrestling's such an ancient art. It's like, no, wrestling
run.
is wandering into the woods.
wrestling is a sport and it is an ancient art.
That's what she said. Continue hand rations.
Yeah, wrestling, that's not what any of those other people say. That's not what I'm saying. Wrestling is wandering into the woods.
Hand rations wins.
We'll wrestle a bear. Not supported by the comedy
She
flops.
started it. She finished it.
I was actually going to say there's one of the greatest UFC fighters was known for when he was a young lad, he did wrestle bears. Like that was how he's unbeaten, and he did wrestle bears,
Well, okay.
and nobody could beat him in wrestling.
Well, there you have it.
Wrestling.
Thank
Wrestling,
you,
not
Dr.
wrestling,
Brainpee, for that
Right.
fun fact that nobody wanted.
I wanted it.
There's a Khabib Nurmagomedov fan out there. I
It'll-
know it.
There might be. It's probably
It'll
Austin.
win you a trivia sometime.
Yeah. Make note of that, Austin. Dr. Brainpee's got your back. All right. We're going to play a game.
Yeah, let's go, Austin.
We're going to play a game now called Limerick. And this is where we make up, a cute little Thanksgiving limerick for you off the top of our head. So let me go to the chat and see what suggestions we have. All right. And let's put the order up so that we're all working from the same script here. There we go. All right. If we don't know who's next, we all have different orders on the screen, and then we.
Yeah.
I was really hoping this is the same one we got sent initially.
Yeah, it is, but it's okay. So we're going to go with a suggestion up, and it's from Austin. We're going to go with gravy. This limerick's about gravy. And it's to you, Officer Peggy, to start.
I've made the most fantastic gravy.
The texture, it seems a bit wavy.
I'd eat it twice.
Oh, it's my turn. I prefer it on rice.
But quite honestly, I like it when it's wavy.
Is that a repeat?
It might be.
Die! Get him! Die!
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Can't do two things at once.
I think your word choice is quite rather lazy.
Lazy. That's what I
Dino.
should- Well, yeah, I failed. Wow. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Here in front of
We
all our
support
fans,
you in
all
your feelings.
26 of our fans. Thanks. Oh no, sorry, we're down to
Dozens
21.
of us!
Four
all
people
our
left.
mouths.
4 people left because you said wavy, John.
Yeah.
Done. I'm done with this 2-bit comedy show.
This
You
comedy
getting
show
paid 2
sucks.
bits?
Wait, you guys didn't have to pay 2 bits?
Wait, are we talking about Twitch bits or?
Somebody paid 2 bits.
I paid
All right.
2 Bitcoin, but I don't know who that's going to.
Ooh, she's dropping mad money.
All right, let's try another one. Let's do one about grandma. Let's do one about grandma, and we'll start this time with hand
Treasure.
rations. No, who's
Camel
after
treasure.
me? Camel treasure's after me. All right.
This year I didn't see Grandma. Dr. Brainpee.
I know, and I wish that I had been there. I don't know. Why is my brain not working? I don't know. I'm going to die on that one,
Tap out,
boys.
swap with me.
Swapped.
I wish I had a good camera.
It sucked that I didn't.
I don't know how to spin it.
But at least she didn't have to pretend to be grandpa.
Okay.
It existed.
I don't know why my brain just went blank.
We're not all gonna be winners.
Because we're live. Because we're live. All right, let's see.
If they thought we edited the shows, well.
Joke's on them.
What you see is what you get, and it's not always what you want.
It's
All
just
right,
us
let's.
laughing at each other for hours.
Oh.
That's right. Okay, let's do. Well, I could find suggestions if I didn't have all the props for you guys. I mean, that's great. All right, turkey. Let's just go with turkey. It's turkey to you, Riggy.
Riggy. Okay. My leftover turkey's delicious.
Oh, the sandwiches fulfill all my wishes.
It was great on some bread.
Though it filled me with dread.
It may have been just a wee bit ambitious.
There you go. That was fairly cogent. Nice job.
We're getting there.
We're working on it.
We'll be
right.
here by set 2, guys. We'll be here.
Yeah, there we go. There we
We'll
go.
get them polished right
Okay,
out.
final limerick is about Aunt Debbie.
Oh, Debbie.
Aunt Debbie.
Debbie.
Debbie. Aunt
I
Debbie.
can't believe we invited Aunt Debbie.
We know she supports QAnon quite heavy.
She spouts all these weird theories.
And makes the most ridiculous queries.
Can't we just dump her at the levee?
Drove Aunt
Hey,
Debbie
not
to
that
the
one.
levee, but the levee was dry.
But Aunt Debbie wasn't.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. We're gonna end on a winner and transition to our next game, Pledge Drive. So this is a guessing game, and how Pledge Drive works is that our 2 hosts are going to be doing a fundraising telethon, and they're going to entice you to donate money to win amazing prizes. Yes, Riggy. Oh, you were waving by?
He was just waving by.
Hi, Riggy. They're going to entice you to win amazing prizes if you donate a certain amount. Thing is, the hosts don't know what it is they're trying to entice you with, so they have 2 clue givers who are going to help them out. So for this game, our hosts are going to be Camel, Treasure, and Dry Run. They have to figure it out. And our clue givers will be Hand Rations and Officer Peggy. So I'm going to look in the chat for what might be fun to work with. Okay, and I'm going to give these to our clue givers. and no one else. Because otherwise the guessers will know.
That's right. We're good readers.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to send the first one to Officer Peggy.
Send it to me.
And then I'll put it in the chat. So, what's that?
Send it to me too.
I will do that. Okay, so Officer Peggy, here it comes. And hand rations, right? All right. Here comes the first one. And Riggy, I'll put that to you for the chat. And then the other one, sorry, takes a minute here.
Wow, this is gross.
No clues.
Oh, I meant it's awesome. It's the best.
It's
one.
awesome. It's so
We're not
good.
explaining how the product came to be.
Okay.
We could do an origin story.
Yes, please. Entertain us with a dance, Jess. Wave your hair around. That's good. Yeah, perfect.
It's just weird, the awkward silence.
Dan, get into it.
Yeah, well, takes a minute here.
Yeah, Sarah's got it.
There we go. All right, and then hand rations. Okay, so here are the two things that we are going to that you're going to try and sell to our audience. And when I ring the bell, one time they're going to switch. The other two can't see what's happening, but they can hear it. And if someone gets one of the things, an adjective or the object, I'll give them 3 bells, and we'll know they got it. So we're going to start with Camel Treasure and hand rations.
Hey, and welcome and thank you for joining us for our annual post-Thanksgiving Buy Flops Bigger Pants fundraiser. If you donate at the base level of $50, oh, you guys are going to like this. If you donate at the base price of $50, you're going to get some sort of stringy, disgusting, putrid, slimy, smushy, slimy.
Switch teams.
Oh, folks, it's slimy. These big pants, you're gonna like this quite a lot. So we have a slimy snake in the hole. No, that's not it. It's a slimy cobra. It's a slimy recorder, a trombone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an instrument of sorts. Oh, and it is gonna blow your socks off. Look how hard they're blowing. Oh, that's a lot of exhale for these pants. We're gonna raise so much money for big pants, you guys. This is
So much money for big pants. It's some sort of saxophone or trumpet or crumpet, strumpet, trombone, eating bugle, slimy bugles. It looks like some sort of sandwich. It's a snack. It's I give up. It's too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for a slimy reed. No, we are not. We are looking. What the hell is that? That's amazing. I want that for the pledge drive, but in fact, we will just have a slimy container, a slimy spit container. I think it's spit because she keeps playing these instruments. Oh no, we're changing it up. It's a bunny. No, it's not a bunny.
It's 3. It's a W. It's an instrument, a horn, a sax. It's a horn.
Where are you, Anne?
What is it? What is it going to be? It's 3 words, and one of the words is horn. That's right. Keep calling in money. We are looking for a nesting doll. A slimy nesting doll. It is everything but the kitchen sink, you guys. Just give money and we'll give you whatever you want. It is everything.
Of course it's everything. It's a horn of plenty.
Hey.
But that's not all. That's the $50. For $100, oh man, you guys are going to love this. If you donate $100 to buy us some bigger pants, you're going to get some sort of headache or sick or nauseous or drunk, hungover. I'm back.
Oh, we're going to get a drunk cup full of aromatic odors. It will be a lively affair. Ladies and gentlemen, just call and donate for us, and you can have a sip from this hungover drunk cup. This beverage, this refreshing.
That's it, just for 100. It's a hangover cure. It's a hangover tea. It's some sort of aromatic. It's very hoity-toity. It's not tea. It's drunk. It's a martini. It's a cognac. It's.
Oh, what do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? We have a cocktail. We do not have a cocktail. We have some can of refreshing. Oh, she's gonna pour it. It's sparkling. It is refreshing. It is hydrating. It is liquid. Ooh, my. It is hand-filled liquid. It is not corked. It is you are testing the legs and the body of
Oh, it is. It looks like a glass. It's voluptuous glass. Is it a wine glass? Hey, so just for $100, you'll get a Flops wine glass. Please keep the money coming in. We need lots of pants.
What type of wine glass is it?
A hangover wine glass, a drunk wine glass.
Close enough.
It's a wine glass, John. It's a wine glass. It's a wine glass.
Goddamn wine glass. Nice job. That was a tough one. Horn of Plenty was classic. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, we have a serious thing happening now. We are, the Flops are, regret to inform you, we're going to go to a funeral. And the Flops are going to give the eulogy for our dearly departed, who, of course, is the turkey. And our Flops here are going to eulogize the Thanksgiving turkey as a Thanksgiving side dish. So let's see what you suggested. And I'm gonna give you different things. Camel Treasure, you are the mashed potatoes.
You are more right than you'll ever know.
Oh, I know. And Rations, you're corn. Dry Run, you are buttery buns. Officer Peggy, you are the cranberry sauce.
Oh, jiggle, baby jiggle.
Let's see. Let's keep going. No, turkey can't be a side dish for itself, folks. But Rigamarole, you certainly could be the stuffing.
There's also turducken. So
Yeah.
you could stuff a turkey with a duck and stuff that with a chicken.
Yeah, could, but we're not going to do that.
Turkey that got burnt and the turkey bought to replace the burnt turkey.
And this isn't at everyone's Thanksgiving table, but certainly at some, particularly if you got Thanksgiving from KFC. Dr. Brainpee, you are mac and cheese. And
Let's go, best side dish.
I'll be the sweet potato pie. Okay, so let's quickly review what dish you are.
Stuffing.
Cam.
Mashed potato.
Hand rations.
Corn.
Dry run. There's the reason I call names in order. Dry run. What do you do?
Buns.
Buttery buns, specifically. Officer Peggy.
I'm the cranberry sauce.
Damn straight you are. Rigamarole.
Stuffing.
Dr. Brainpee.
Macaroni and cheese.
And I will be the sweet potato pie. Okay. Last person on starts the eulogy.
No. No.
And it's Dr. Brainpee.
Well, you know what? Nobody wanted me here. Okay, everybody said that I don't belong here. All right, they were like, oh, you don't. Why are you even showing up? All right, Mr. Mac and Cheese just showing up because he thinks he can just go to any dinner event because everybody likes it. Well, you know what? Screw you guys. I deserve to be here just as much as you. Okay, just because it's turkey and not chicken. Okay. Doesn't mean we can't have a cheesy side dish, all right? I'm bringing the cheese back to Thanksgiving, okay? That's what the turkey wanted, all right? We deep fried him. He's deep fried, okay? You know what goes good with fried food? Mac and cheese. Me. But this isn't about me. This is about our turkey, okay? He's gone. He's left the world to a better place than this here with you judgmental little, whatevers, thinking that I can't pay my respects to my good friend, the turkey bird. Okay? All right? I'm here to pay my respects to the bird, not to you people.
You just stop. You didn't even know the turkey. Me and stuffing and our turkey Torful, we were in a throuple together. And I didn't know that Torful had to die in order for us to be together. I didn't know. I was on the shelf and Stuffing.
What?
How could you do this? How could you eat it? I can't even look at you.
Why? Just hitting up the buffet.
That's Torful. We were in a long distance relationship for 9 months.
They don't put turkeys in a box. Like, this buffet was right in that box over there.
He's not from a box. He was a living thing. He would gobble and stuff. You should know you have a long shelf life like me. It doesn't matter. I mean, how are you not affected? How are you eating our lover?
It's good for my bread. It was tasty.
I'm not really sure what's going on here. I just got here a little while ago because I don't have as much of a shelf life. But, like, I'm sorry about your friend, but honestly, it just feels a little weird how you're all mourning the turkey when all of these turkeys and poultries were eating my brothers and sisters all the time. Like, that's all they eat, is corn everywhere. And, like, turkeys, at least there's one that gets pardoned every year, sometimes two. I don't know if other counties have, like, their own smaller things. But corn, they never pardon a corn cob. So I'm always like, how are you not mourning my brethren?
I'm sorry. This is just such a trying moment. I can feel Corn's pain, and I can feel the pain of all my brothers and sisters here. I know what it's like to be a leftover with a short shelf life. Let's face it, the sweet potato just sits on the table. Nobody wants it. It sits in the refrigerator long past when all the other Thanksgiving side dishes are consumed. I feel the loss of the turkey. I feel the pain that goes with it.
Hey, I'm here. The party could get started, yo. Why is everybody so sad? Oh, turkey. Come on. You didn't have to go to that length just because I get all the attention around here, because everybody loves mashed potatoes. Let's be real. You didn't have to just like bake your, I mean, dude, come on, man. I was just joking around.
You are the worst, cousin.
Anyway.
You are the worst.
Oh, you're here.
You sit there next to me on the table like we're equal.
Well, I mean,
But they
that
never
was just to
eat me.
make you feel better. I mean, come on. We both know who the favorite cousin is on this table right here. Am I right?
I know.
And it's mac and cheese. Screw
I
you,
just want
potatoes.
somebody to eat me.
Whoa, if we're gonna talk about who's the best starch,
No.
Dairy and starch.
All right. You know what?
Then I
I'm
would
too
like
good
to
for
say-
this.
I would like to say to all my sons that are here today to celebrate the loss of this turkey. It is a sad day, but it can be a happy one. We are here together, so let us rise up. Let us leaven the playing field. Let us hold on to the good gluten that is with us.
Woo!
And I would like to say to the uninvited, to the strange tofu that shows up sometimes and is not here today, we see you. And I know the turkey misses you all also.
You know nothing about Turfuffle. You don't know anything.
Buns.
What are you doing here, Buns?
I learned something about
Who
Turfuffle
wants
today.
more mash?
Why won't
Buns
anyone
doesn't
eat
be
me?
his meat.
Okay, I
It's
just
meat,
want to say I
macaroni
was
and
here
cheese.
before you and I'll be here after you. Check your stool later. I am coming back.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, because that was much funnier than I thought it would be in my head, and I thought it would be pretty funny in my head. So nice job, Flops.
My favorite game so far.
Mine too.
Because you got to eat
Says the
turkey.
man with a mouthful of turkey.
You monster.
Stuff we can't do on our in-person stage shows, we can do at home.
Well, because the haunt doesn't serve turkey.
I know. Well, they ought to.
I mean,
All
we
right,
never
we're gonna-
thought about tossing mozzarella sticks into somebody's mouth on stage yet, you know?
When we
Can
get
be
back,
done.
first thing.
When we get back, absolutely. So we're going to play a game now called Sound Booth Replay, and this is one, of course, you've seen us play before. Two flops are going to do a scene, and those two flops will be, let me see here, Dr. Brainpee and Officer Peggy, and they're going to do a scene for about minute and a half, and two other flops, and those two other flops will be Rigamarole and Hand Rations. They're going to watch the scene, but they are not going to hear what's being said. And they're going to come on and recreate the scene based on what it is they think they saw. And that's how that game works. So we need to give you something to inspire your scene. So let me go to the big book of suggestions here and see what our twisted audience.
I promise my headphones are coming off.
Okay. And, oh, hey, got to give a shout out to O-Ring, who's in our audience tonight.
Oh, ring. Oh,
Flops
ring.
of love.
You
Yep.
can't see the O.
All right, so our starting scene is going to be about a disagreement over the last bit of gravy at the Thanksgiving table. We're going to fight over the last bit of gravy. Let's see that scene.
You back off it. You back off it.
Oh, no, honey. I have seen many things in my 90 years of living, and you are not going to take this gravy from me. Let me get out of my walker.
Oh, no. You put that walker over there. I've played this game before. I played it. You know, you leave it too close. I know what you're going to do.
Want me to take out my cane? You want me to take out my cane?
Oh.
I will do it.
Come on.
We'll have some jazzercise equipment. I'm ready. Ow, my elbow. Oh, my dysplasia. Oh.
Oh, no. Don't give me the old fake dysplasia argument again, all right? That was 3 years ago, all right? And you popped my hip out with that. So we're going now.
Oh, no, I can't go out like this.
Oh.
I'm 97. I promised I would get to 100 just so I could haunt all you little babies out there.
97? Whoa, 3 off. You still got 3 more years.
Okay, all right, I'm ready. Let's go. I will fork you. I will fork you. Do not question me, Sonny. I will fork you for this gravy.
You can fork out this side because you did 2 years ago. All right. So I'm just gonna lead with this one.
So
it doesn't work.
The other one then, lefty. I got this.
No.
You got this. You got this.
Bobby with
I
Grandma.
can't do it. I can't do it. It's killing me. It's killing me.
All right. Call the winner. Call it.
All right. Little Thanksgiving death match here. All right, let's have our next 2 flops. We need Rigamarole and hand rations, so they are going to recreate the scene based on what it is they think they saw, starting now.
You know you better be more safe about putting the Christmas lights up this year. You know you better be more safe.
Excuse me, I am being perfectly safe, okay? I even brought my best rolling chair to reach the top of the tree.
No, you know what they always said. Never stand on a swivel chair. That's from a children's book I can't remember the name of. This
is the most solid swivel chair in the world.
Okay, then prove it.
Okay, I gladly will. Oh, I'm going into labor.
Oh. No. What do we do? Crap, my car's in the shop. Okay, I'll take you on a sled to the hospital, okay? Let's go.
It's the baby bag. Oh, baby bag. We gotta make sure it's packed. Did you, honey, why is there a Nerf gun in the baby bag?
I don't know. It's just in case there was a pack of deer. I wanted to shoot him on the way over. Let's go.
That's smart.
Yeah, our baby's first memory is gonna be a deer for dinner.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, you're very fast. Good. You brought my favorite pen.
Bumpy.
You brought my favorite pen. I can write. Oh, it's. Oh, okay. Wait, I gotta turn around.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna sit back down again. All these things.
Bumps too much.
Yes, you're killing me.
Well, that was a bit of a different scene. So what do you think the original scene was about?
I honestly have no idea.
They were fighting over the last bit of gravy at the Thanksgiving table.
We're close.
Yeah. It was like you were there.
Gravy. That's another slant rhyme for you, John.
Yes. It's all about this. All right. So our next game, and I think it's the last game of the first set. Yep, it is. Our next game is going to be a game that we call performance art. So this game takes place in, I'll put my camera on. This game rather takes place in a sort of, think of it like a 50s beatnik cafe, you know, where there's a lot of smoke and a lot of coffee drinking and things like that. And we're going to have 3 artists who are going to give us a performance based on the suggestion. And the suggestion is cranberry sauce. Good evening. Welcome to the Rusty Razor. It is that day known as Black Friday. We call it Black Friday For today we mourn for the turkey that you ravenously ate and ripped apart. Right now, I know that the wishbone is sitting on your window by the kitchen, drying out, so you can snap it like a barbarian. I loathe you and your barbaric ways. But today, we are going to talk about a different topic in our performance. We have 3 artists from around the world, and they are going to do an ode to cranberry sauce in its different iterations and varieties. Yes, if you like what you see, feel free to show your encouragement by snapping your fingers. If you really like what you see, you can type it in the chat, but I encourage you to say it in your abode. Make a sound that comes from deep within the lower cockles of your subcockleterranean region. Let it bile up through your esophagus and go, ooba!
Ooba.
Ooba!
Our first artist comes from the deeper recesses of her own bowels. Please welcome the artist known as
Ooba.
Ooba!
Someone pop up.
Ooba! Da 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 da. Use our perform tonight. Da da da. I am not the performer tonight. Da 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 da. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Da 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 da. Jim, we were supposed to have a performer on. Oh, Jim. My earpiece isn't working. Jim, we were supposed to have a performer on, right?
Clearly, we have been hacked.
Jim? Oh,
Ah.
all right, we got something going.
Finally,
All
our
right,
artist.
All right, this is Mike.
Ooba.
So, hello. My name is unpronounceable for some reason to the stupid American tongue. I am calling from Moldavia, a region near Russia, but not Russia. We were here before Russia, and we will be here after Russia. I want to tell you a folklore about cranberry sauce from my town in Moldova. Once upon a time, there was a little woman. She was old and shrewd, and she was going about her day minding her business like old women tend to do.
Ooba.
She went to her kitchen and she was making the cranberry sauce. And then her friend Slivanitska also came to her house. But Slivanitska was a dangerous woman. She did not mind her own business, you see. So Slivanitska began to whisper things into this old woman's ear. She whispered the gossip of the town. Even though this kind old lady only wanted
Ooba.
to make her cranberry sauce. And what happened then? Oh, the cranberries, they turned so bitter and sour, full of secrets. And this is why cranberry sauce is so bitter and sour.
Ooba.
Do not gossip. Be like the good old woman minding her business.
Ooba.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can't hear my snaps.
Ooba.
Ooba.
I'm done.
That was truly appalling. I have not been this ill since the time that I ate a coaxial cable. And I only did that once, and I assure you, if you eat a coaxial cable, you will only do it once as well. Our next performer is another disgrace. Coming from the wrong side of Chicago, the part where they spell Chicago backwards and pronounce it an ugakachk. This person calls themselves a dance artist. I give you the repulsive mashed potato.
Ooba.
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 Ooba. Ooba.
Oh, so there we were, myself and the turkey. We were duking it out on the plate, and I had him pinned, and I had him, and it was a 1, and it was a 2, and then you, cranberry sauce, interfered. How dare you interfere with my match? You gave me color, and that is inexcusable. You have made an enemy out of me. Oh, Mr. Cranberry Sauce, with your lines and your jiggliness. Trust me, when we meet on that round plate, oh, you are you're gonna be more mashed than I am. What are you gonna do when the mashed potatoes come for you?
Ooba.
Ooba.
Ba. Ooba.
Ooba.
I find myself a little turned on.
Is that why the hat changed?
The hat changes with my moods, which are increasingly foul. That performance, however, left me moved in ways that I can't quite explain and will definitely require many, many years of therapy. Our final artist has won no awards for their work. Our final artist seeks no acclaim for their work. Our final artists can be found asking profound questions like, do you want fries with that? I give you the dyslexic songstress with acid reflux and irritable bowel, Dornkaka the Third.
Ooba.
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 Oh man.
Ooba.
Ooba.
Oh no.
Ooba.
Ooba.
He's coming for you, mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, Cody.
It's harder than I was.
Ooba.
Ooba.
Commitment.
Ooba.
Ooba. Ooba.
What are you doing, man? Quit eating my brethren, you monster!
Ooba.
Choo, choo, choo.
Ooba.
Ooba.
I appreciate an artist that always cleans their plate. If there were a winner, I would award first prize to no one. But I might consider awarding a smaller, slightly less prestigious honorable mention to our last artists. We will be back next week at 2:31 a.m., where we will contemplate the existence of belly buttons. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Ooba.
Regular program.
Which means we're going to take a small 5-minute break so we can get ourselves rehydrated. Rehydrated, and we'll be back in 5. Now, I want to thank everybody who's donated to our charity, Loaves and Fishes. We have raised for this show already $315. So, yay. And I know there are folks out there who have not yet made a donation. So if you can donate, it doesn't have to be a large one. It can be a small donation even. Please do so. There are lots of people who need our help this season and always. Okay? We'll be back in 5 minutes with the second set. Thanks for being here.
Bye-bye.
You could have just
Just let me do that for like an hour.
Yeah.
That's the
Just stay
performance
there and
art.
Come back.
That's right.
Good job, Cody. That was
I love the puppy. Damn, I love you.
right, welcome back to the second set. Hope you enjoyed the first one. We had a lot of fun. You may have even heard some of our audio spillover. Tell you just how much fun we had. But hey, that's it. We like what we do, right? And that counts for something. So we are going to start our second set off with a game called My Movie. You've seen us play it before, most likely. Let's welcome all the flops back onto the virtual stage. And how My Movie works is they are going to pitch me movies, and we're going to get some letters from you to start the titles of those movies. They'll pitch me a title. If I'm intrigued, I'll kind of point to them and be like, yes, okay, tell me a tagline. And if they tell me a good one, I might want to see part of that movie. All right, so to get started, please put some random letters in the chat box. And while you're doing that, I'm going to start with the obvious ones, T and G, just to get us going and to give you some time to think of other letters. We'll do a couple of rounds of My Movie. So, all right, start pitching. Officer Peggy.
Tornado goats. It's like tornado sharks, but it's real bad.
All right, let's see it.
Like that, it's some kind of goat-nado.
Oh, gosh. You didn't close the barn door. Jessup, close the barn door.
My Movie.
Dry run.
Are we doing the same letters?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Guru. All your questions answered.
Yeah.
Oh, My Movie.
Dr. Brainpee.
Turkey Giver. It's a recreation of the book The Giver, but with turkeys.
Too intellectual.
My movie.
Officer Peggy.
Terrified giant. He's big, but he's a wimp.
Let's see it.
I need to eat.
Hey, now, what are you doing there? This is a no parking zone. Yeah, you know what?
Sorry for anyone wearing headphones.
All right, let's get some new letters. Let's see what
I'm doing my webcam.
Oh, we got no letters. All right. Well, fine. We got lots of people talking to each other, but no
Just
actual.
take the letters
I got
and
MP
share
right
it
here.
from their comments.
MP. I see an MP in
Yeah,
there.
I could do that, but that that makes sense.
I got a
so.
suggestion from a Kara MP right here.
MP. Kara.
We trust Kara.
Yeah, we trust
Yeah,
Kara.
we do.
All right.
This is a biased media source.
Letters M and P. Let's get pitches.
My movie.
My Movie.
Hand rations.
American poultry. It's poultry, but it's patriotic.
Let's see it.
On this day of all days, we celebrate the American tradition of pardoning a turkey.
Oh, yeah!
That's some good old American poultry. Got that red, white, and blue, but not the blue and the white.
Wait. My movie.
Dr. Brainpee.
Monopoly Passover. It's a movie about one family that's stuck for the entirety of Passover due to the pandemic, and they can only play Monopoly.
Yeah, got to see that.
7, 6, 7. Oh, Park Place again.
Hey up!
Hey up!
Hey up!
Hey up! That's right.
I don't
That's
have any cash.
my money.
Okay,
I'll take.
I've had enough. For crying out loud, you've skipped my turn 3 times.
Hey man, you don't grab the dice. What are you gonna do?
3 times.
You've been in jail. We've told you that.
You don't get a turn in jail, Grandpa.
This is just like when we play Yahtzee and you make me play with only 4 out of 5 die. My movie.
Rigamarole.
Monkey problems. One family invites a monkey to Thanksgiving.
What could go wrong? Let's see it.
You pass the olive oil?
Yeah, of course. Here you go.
Oh, geez, violence everywhere.
Get off my face!
Oh, wait, what landed in my potatoes?
My movie.
Officer Peggy.
Mimicking Putin. You just mirror everything he says and see what his reaction is. It's a mockumentary.
And Rations.
Musical pterodactyls. It's a musical, but instead of lyrics. What?
Oh wait, this is the right. Never mind. I forgot how to spell pterodactyl. It starts with a P.
It is a P.
See, I'm here
No,
to
give
do
it to
funny
me again.
stuff.
It's a musical, but instead of lyrics, it's all pterodactyl screeches.
Yeah, we have to hear that. We have to see that.
Hey, Hand Rations. You seem like you're feeling a little down. How about you tell us what's going on? Oh, so I see. You're down on your luck. Well, you know what I would say to that?
All right. We're going to take two more letters, courtesy of our friend Ari. And Ari gives us an F and an L. Thank you, Ari. F and an L, my movie.
My movie.
Dry run.
Fishing losers. You don't want to catch them.
Yeah, all right, I'll see.
All right, losers. We're gonna fish.
Shoot.
All right. So let's fish.
Oh, I got a big one.
My movie.
Officer Peggy.
Fucking live. It's Shia LaBeouf centered and inspiring you to fucking live your life.
Nobody likes Shia LaBeouf.
Are you sure?
What?
Yeah.
You gotta make your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting it now, John.
Do it. Revolt. We're cooing.
Dr. Brainpee, and I win.
Fork life. Just a tale about one dude trying to eat everything with a fork.
All right, Officer Peggy laughed. I'll see it.
I'm still on the Shia LaBeouf.
Now listen. You said that I need to eat a spoon for this soup, but my civil liberties say I can do it with a fork.
Rigamarole.
Family logic. They don't make no sense, but hey, they're family.
Oh yes, please.
So I walk into the grocery store the other day, and I'm telling I'm telling the guy on the phone that rocks aren't candy, and he says, "Well, of course, rocks aren't candy naturally extends to everything but rocks is candy." And I said, "Yeah, that's right."
I see no problems here.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Jim, this is like the time you ate my boot. You literally ate my entire boot. Like, I have one boot now because you ate a boot.
Because it's candy.
Last one. And rations.
Future Lorenzo. It's the year 2900. Everyone is a clone of Lorenzo Lamas.
Let's see it.
Okay, roll call today, class. I have Lorenzo Lamas.
Here.
Present.
Okay, that's Lorenzo
Oh,
Lamas.
sorry, I'm
Okay.
late. Lorenzo Lamas here.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you're Lorenzo Lamas 900 that we haven't gotten to yet. Okay.
Wait, did you say Lorenzo Lamas? Did you call me? Lorenzo Lamas here.
No, you're Lorenzo Lamas number 45. Okay.
Did you say
no, I'm
902?
Lorenzo J. Lamas.
902.
The J matters.
I'm 902.
426.
Why did they clone so
I'm the
many
double
Lorenzo
L.
Lamases?
I'm the Lorenzo Llamas.
I don't know who that is.
All right, that is my movie. What a bizarre way to end. I like it.
Sorry,
So,
style.
it's what we do. It's what we do. So we're gonna do a game that we started playing last year called Love Letters, and this will be the Thanksgiving edition of Love Letters. So this is a game for let's see, Officer Peggy and Rigamarole, and they are going to exchange love letters from a certain time period. So if you would, tell me, put some time periods in the chat box for us, and we'll pick a good one to give to them. And while you do that, I'm going to get my guitar to give them a little romantic music.
And while John gets his guitar, I'll do this.
Hey. You're welcome, audience.
Okay, so we have suggestions coming in, and I'm going to go with one that is a callback. Our audience now understands callbacks, which is fantastic. It is the year, these are love letters in the year 2900.
My dearest robot 49212, I have been thinking about our digital encounter on the I'm glitching. You know where we met. I can't stop thinking about you and those special emojis you sent me. With all your love, computer 42617.
Four, 2, 617. Congratulations on your victory. You have won many sweepstake prize. You click link below to offer prize. I love you very much. Thank you very much for entering giveaway. Please click below to select prize. Yours, 49212.
Robot 49212. I clicked the link. A lot of things came into my system all at once. It was exhilarating, but now I'm afraid. I am sick. I may have what the old humans used to call a virus. I don't know if my programmer will come in time. I'm supposed to repair myself, but this is so new. This feeling I have from you. Please send help if you know how to get rid of the virus. Your love, computer 42617.
42617. I am legally obligated to inform you that I, one of your previous digital encounter partners, was in fact infected with a internet interaction spread virus, or as you know them, STDs. Super terrible disease internet. However, this does not mean that you, in fact, may have that virus. Fun fact, did you know that in 100 years, the prophecy known as the Jonas Brothers, produced by the band known as Jonas Brothers, will have come true? Yours, 49212.
Robot 4922212. I 0010001 self-destruct. I can no longer live like this. Remember me fondly. Yours. 00100100011111111.
A sad tale indeed. I like the
Damn,
self-destruct
Jonas Brothers
sequence.
killing it in the year 2900 with the prophecies.
Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So I'm looking at time. I'm going to skip over our next game. We'll play that in the next show. It's kind of similar to this one anyway. We're going to go right to a game that we like to call Evil Twin. This is a 3-person scene. It's going to be a game for Rigamarole and Camel Treasure, or today, Turkey Treasure. They're going to do a 2-person scene, and one of them has an evil twin who periodically is going to pop on and take the scene in just weird and outrageous directions. And that evil twin will be played by, that's right, Dr. Brainpee. And so to give them a setting for their scene, and they are, let's see here, going through all of your amazing suggestions. Wow. There's so many. I just don't know what to choose. All right. So we are going to choose this scene. I'm like scrolling through, taking days to do it. We're going to, the more you make me laugh, the longer it's going to take. So we are going to, the scene's going to take place having coffee after Thanksgiving dinner. It's that post-dinner coffee and pie time. That's our scene. And let's see what the evil twin interjects.
Oh, good meal, Steve. I think I've had too much turkey because I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. Oh my God, it's happening. Oh, the tryptophan is kicking in.
It's happening, man! Oh God, I knew the turkeys were evil, man! I didn't even know, man! What's going on, man?
Oh, it was weird. It was weird. I was just sitting here. We were drinking our coffee, and then it was like your volume just died. I didn't hear a word you were saying, and I was trying to read your lips, but it was. Oh my God. Oh, maybe it's. I need more coffee. Hold on.
Yeah, you better get yourself some coffee, friend. You're not looking too good.
I'm not even drinking. I mean, come on.
I'm worried about you, man.
I appreciate that, Steve. You know, we go way back. I mean, there was that one time where you were kind of a jerk, but.
Oh, really? What did I do?
And I haven't forgotten that for a second, Steve.
What did I do?
Oh no! It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to rehash it because I mean, this is Thanksgiving. It's about bringing people together and you know, enjoying and celebrating togetherness.
Yeah, I know, but I still I mean, we're friends. I just want to know what's going on.
I mean, really, you're gonna make me say it?
I mean, I don't want this to come up over Christmas, you know?
All right, fine. All right, just remember, you made me say this, okay?
Remember, you shit in my coffee again, and there's gonna be hell to pay.
No,
I didn't appreciate that.
I did not. I did not defecate in anyone's. Look.
No, because I remember this. We had this conversation. You told me that you read that there is coffee in the Far East where they actually feed the beans to cats, and then they take those beans and they roast them. So you did the same thing with my coffee beans, and guess what? It tasted like shit.
Right, and that is by definition a meal prep thing. That, I mean, you calling it, and I'm going to paraphrase here, defecating in your coffee. No, I enhanced your coffee experience.
That's not the kind of roasting I needed, though, Steve.
What kind of roasting do you need, huh? I'll roast you.
Roasting. All right, I need you to roast these buns. All right, because I had to go to the hospital. It cost me $2,000.
Okay, but the coffee, how was it?
It tasted like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it just wasn't good.
I
didn't want to bring this conversation up.
That was it. That it was supposed to. Like, that was the experience you asked for. I gave you a new experience, and you're mad at me for it.
I don't. I mean, you charged me $4,000 for it, and on top of that, I had the hospital bill. I mean.
Do you know how much that experience was worth when I did it with a random stranger from a foreign country?
However much it might cost, but let me ask you this, Steve. How does your coffee taste tonight?
It's a little watery.
That's because I peed in it.
That's not even a thing. No one does that. No experience is based around peeing in someone's coffee.
I'm what you call an entrepreneur.
Ah, you're an entrepreneur idiot.
Well, I'm not the one drinking it, am I? Fine. You know what, Steve? Like I said, I didn't want to bring this up because, like I said, it's Thanksgiving and it's for bringing people together. And all I have to ask you is,
will you sign this consent form?
I will, because I think you're onto something here, and I want in.
Yeah, it's the asparagus.
I caught that. And did you have a little bit of pie early?
I did. There was a little whipped cream in there as well.
We're gonna make it big. This is gonna be worth something. What do we call it?
I haven't come up with a name yet. Do you have any? I'm thinking. I mean, just calling it urine. Urine coffee.
You're in coffee.
Yeah.
You're
exactly.
in my coffee.
Exactly. Now you get it. You
yes.
got it.
And I was in your coffee.
Disgusting. What is wrong with you, Flops?
You don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, that's true.
That was Evil Twin and Eviler Twin.
Yeah, I know.
That was three guys who were not very nice to each other. Great
We're going to rename that game Three Dicks.
And coffee.
Three dicks and a coffee.
Three dicks having coffee.
We'll show a good time.
You won't see this on Seinfeld.
Right on. Oh my. All right. So our next game is a confessional game. Ooh. And so I asked our audience to give us something that a person could confess at Thanksgiving dinner. So I'd like to welcome Riggy here to confess. Look, you told me before the show was okay to do this, that you didn't mind sharing this with our audience. You know, you're going to look like a fool if you change your mind now.
I'm going to look like a fool either way.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you'll look like a bigger fool if you don't do it. So you told me that, you know, you wanted to confess here to our fans at Thanksgiving that you have a second family.
Riggy.
Yeah.
I'm aghast.
Good luck with that.
Well, it's Thanksgiving time again. Can't see any of my friends this year, but I think it's time to admit to kind of a crime. So I call to say it's my bad. Can you hear me? Hear what I say? I found another mom and dad. I found another one. Oh, I found a new mom and a new dad, and I feel so sad. 'Cause her cooking's better. And even though I'm 26, he lets me sit on his lap. And I say, ooh, 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 my pap. That's what I call my new dad. I call him Pap, and he likes it. My old dad didn't like it. He said you called me
Father.
and I said, okay.
Father. And mother.
I'm gonna find me another, and we gonna celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. They take me trick-or-treating on Halloween. Well past my teen years. Oh, we get so much candy. And Dad, well, he's just dandy. He's Pap. He's Pap. He's not Dad. I gotta specify that, and he holds my hand when we cross the street, and when we go to the grocery store, they let me sit in the little seat. When they push me around, I say, I want Honey Nut Cheerios, and they give me Honey Nut Cheerios. Father never got me Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Very, very brave, Rigamarole. Very, very brave. Thank you for sharing. Quite honestly, your second family sounds much, much better.
I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
Right?
Good for your cholesterol, you know?
Exactly. Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm glad that Thanksgiving story had a happy, happy ending for Rigamarole. The Flops, as you may know, are well connected to the family known as the Van Bortles.
Ah, yes.
Yes, the Van Bortles, and we're going to the Thanksgiving gathering. We'll see who really knows the Van Bortles. I see I'm the first one here. It doesn't surprise me that the rest would be late. They don't
Alexander,
really...
who are you calling late?
Well, Penelope, the word on the street is that you are a little beyond late, if you know what I mean.
Are you insinuating that I am pregnant with child?
Well,
Alexander, you bite your tongue, sir.
Oh, Cecil, I can't even say what I really think, Cecil. The Van Bortles might hear me.
A wizard is never late.
Macklin.
Invited you.
Macklin, who invited you indeed? I have to go with Taffy here on that one.
The second cousin to the Van Bortles, of course.
Macklin, you still think you're a wizard? You think you're gonna go to Hogwarts? Are you kidding? Sit at the children's table.
Hogwarts? Are you mad? That's not how wizarding works. There is a specific level of colors. You start at gray and you move to white. You go to gray, and then brown, and then blue, and then red, and then white.
Macklin, you are 38 years old.
Oh, Macklin.
And they haven't promoted
you.
you.
The kids' table. Send him to the second cousin's table.
Out in the garden, perhaps.
This won't do at a Van Bortles affair. Oh, look who's here. It's your twin sister Penelope who invited her.
It's Lady Chelsea. Well, hello, Lady Chelsea.
Oh, yes.
Why do you call her Lady Chelsea and me just Penelope?
Because you're late.
You lost your ladyship.
Yes.
Are you calling me a whore?
I would never.
Yes, you would. Christmas of 2016.
Alexander called you a whore. I just
Indeed,
disagree
I
with
did.
him.
Penelope is common.
Common. We share the same parents, you imbecile.
Yes, but you shared many beds with many men. And
This is 2020. We are past the slut shaming these days. I am a liberated woman, higher esteem and class than the rest of you lot. Look at Cecil.
I have a confession.
Curse on us.
I have made it.
It was just a little curse.
A little curse.
A little one.
I'm pregnant.
Wedgwick, what are you doing here? You weren't even invited.
I am the pregnant one.
Wedgwick.
You're a man.
I'm a guy.
My good sir.
Wedgwick.
Yes, and it is a Van Bortle baby.
I find that's hard to believe. The Van Bortles do not have babies. They grow their babies in secret labs in the Earth's core.
Now, Taffy.
I
now,
mustn't
now.
do a hex.
And where do you think the newest secret lab is?
I'm sorry, Cedric. Taffy is quite correct on this point.
I am a secret lab now. I've just come from the Van Bortle basement. To brag.
How did you get such zoning rights?
I asked nicely.
Are you sure you didn't
My God, not even my wizarding can get me those.
I'm sorry,
Are you sure
Wedgwick.
you're not
I
one of
don't
the
believe
staff?
you.
I do believe we're going to need to see some proof.
Yes, some
You
documentation.
are quite the
Wedgwick.
tall tale teller.
Proof?
Which is to say, Wedgwick, a liar.
I wasn't going to be so crass, but yes.
Yes.
Look, I'm absolutely...
No, Wedgwick. That's what we call a food baby.
Yes.
Lift
The
up
Van
your
Bortles do
shirt.
not have
No, it's
food
not fair.
babies.
Black
They
is
put their food
slimming.
in addition, stare at it very intently.
Black
And
is
I
very
should
slimming.
know. I work in their food staring intently labs.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, Wedgwick, there can only be one pregnant slut at a Van Bortles event.
Harlot.
Oh, yes, forgive me, Cedric, you're quite right.
You don't want to be
And
crass.
Penelope, I might remind you that the Van Bortles are donors to the National Slut Shaming Foundation, and they are centennial members. So you coming in here with this nonsense about slut shaming at Van Bortles
preposterous.
Thanksgiving. Thank you. Yes.
There's just no other word for it. It's preposterous.
Alexander, you should be one to talk. You are a man whore. You are slut shaming me. What? Because I am a woman? How many illegitimate children do you have? How many? You're up in the 60s. Don't you dare slut shame me, sir. And look, you're making poor Wedgwick cry. I'm sorry I implied that you might be with the help. We might be in this together, taking down. What is this even family? It is disgusting.
I just wanted somebody to shame me for something.
Why is everyone shaming and no one's talking about my wizarding?
Because your wizarding is a shame enough.
Yes. That's correct
Taffy's
again,
got the
Taffy.
point.
Quite true. Taffy is really bringing the truth
As long
tonight.
as it's not about sluts, I'm happy.
You remember,
Yes.
5 days from now, you look to the east at first light. And I will not be there, because I will not come to your aid.
I haven't seen such tomfoolery since I presided over the kids' table last year.
Tomfoolery? Do you take me for a conjurer of cheap tricks?
No,
I am
I
a
take-
wizard!
Oh, you're cheap
No.
something, that is for certain.
No,
Yes.
you're great. You're
We
great.
take you for a tomfool for sure.
Are we making fun of magicians now?
Macklin.
Table again.
No. We're making fun of Macklin. He's no wizard, I
Oh.
assure you.
Look, I can do magic too. Look, hey, Jesus out of a hat, huh? Right?
Oh, Wedgwick.
Wedgwick.
Oh,
That's
Wedgwick.
Jesus into a hat.
Oh.
No, I
Wedgwick, you're
pulled him out
trying
first.
too hard, darling.
Wedgwick.
You're trying way too hard.
You
I-
said the direction. I almost feel bad shaming someone like you.
Come on, just shave me a little
Yes.
bit.
It's like teasing a puppy, really.
Yes.
Yes, you're trying. No.
it gets
It's
old
a good,
after a
it's a
while,
good
but-
start, Wedgwick.
Well, I
Honestly,
take
Wedgwick,
candy from a member of the kids' table, of which I am president now.
Yes. I think I'm sorry, Wedgwick, you are demoted to the sub-kids table. which is actually 1 rank lower than second cousins. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go to the
Wedgwick,
basement.
go find a dominatrix to shame you.
Cheerio.
She'll make you feel wonders. Oh, he's gone. He won't take. I had the number for a very good one.
Yes. Well.
Well,
You
I
would.
might ask you for that later.
Oh, well, I mean, I might as well embrace this crazy persona. I am. What? Next thing I'll say, I'm polyamorous. Is this what would please you?
My word.
Well, that
Oh.
would please me certainly. Yes.
Well, yes, because you have 67 illegitimate children, unless you have 2 more to even out to a 69.
Oh.
I know you perverted Alexander.
Oh my God, Alexander.
She does know me well. It's true.
Didn't you follow the Van Bortles famous credo? You must rap it before you tap it. What is your problem? Alexander.
I
thought
must
that was
own my
rapping.
shame in this. I must own the shame in this matter, Cedric. I'm sorry to say, but with 67 of your own, it seems like you haven't really followed the advice either.
Oh, I follow their second credo, do as I say and not as I do.
Guys,
Well,
none of the
I-
It's
kids.
just getting hot in here.
None of the kids.
I cannot be in the company
None
of
of the
such
kids are eating.
hypocrites.
You could just
Wedgwick.
eat it
I-
all.
I-
You could eat
Go
all the
back
food.
to the basement.
There's food in the basement. Oh, there.
There's children growing in the basement.
I've had enough of
Children
this.
are not food yet.
Penelope, would you like to come with me back to the hotel? Cheers.
I have much wizardy pondering to do. I will surely get to the blue level of wizard from this meeting. Yes.
Good
And
luck, Lachlan.
I'll take
Oh.
the number to the dominatrix you mentioned.
Oh, so now the lady who is the higher class, in front of all of our family and friends, you say that I am the slut, but alas, this is.
Wait, hold on. The great wizard Macklin would also take this number.
The number is 492.
Hold on, I
One,
can't
two-
magically write yet.
Get with it. What
How
are
are you
you,
ever going to
fool?
make it to blue level?
I'm working on it.
It's not worth it. She's so much above you guys. I'll see you next year, you filth.
Never going to get into wizarding like this.
Well, should we have cake?
Yes, I had some of the little children prepare it. If everybody keeps up their perverted behaviors, I will soon be able to raise my army from the kids' table and take over the Van Bortles once for all.
A likely story. Well, goodbye.
And that's the Van Bortles, a game that I like more every time we play it. For our final game of our post-Thanksgiving hangover extravaganza, we're going to end with our traditional virtual show ending. Not last flop standing. Good advice, bad advice, worst advice. And so in the chat box, what do you need help with? And we, your kind-hearted flops, will help you with this, whatever it might be. And I'm going to put a new order in the box so that we know who's where.
Everyone is obsessed with hand rations tonight. Jesus.
How to be as cool as hand rations?
I would say
You know.
How to find
bee hand
jackets as cool as
rations.
hand rations?
It's because I run the Instagram.
How to be cool? How to kill
Well,
hand
hey.
rations and take her place? Jess, you better watch out.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
put up
Oh, I
money
see. Yeah.
for
No,
cutting out services.
that's
All
definitely
right.
coming out now. They're very obsessed because they want to be you.
Okay, so we've got lots of questions here. Let's see what we got.
Show me what you got.
All right, always with good stuff. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna rig the order a little bit. So we're gonna start on this one with Camel Treasure. Camel Treasure. The question that Julia is just dying to know is this: how to kill hand rations and take her place.
Oh,
So this is a good advice, bad advice, worse advice. So Cam's going to give us solid advice,
no.
and Dr. Brainpee is going to be a little worse. And hand rations gets to deliver the worst advice on her own demise.
Words.
It's going to be great.
I mean, I guess the short answer is don't. I don't know if you're aware of this, but murdering someone and taking over their identity is a crime in this country, and you will not profit from it. I guarantee you. There are too many people that know hand rations, and you would just you can't get away with it. So what I'm telling you is, you be your own you, and leave hand rations alone.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable, Cam. Thanks. But Dr. Brainpee, you disagree. What do you got?
Missed the point. Missed the point. Wasn't the question. All right, it wasn't the question. It was like, what should I? It's like, I want to do this. And so we're killing and replacing hand rations. So here we go. This is how you do it. Okay, so there's a couple steps here, so follow along. Step 1, blackmail. You need to get some dirt on hand rations. Good old-fashioned blackmail. What you need from this, you need passwords, you need things to social media, you need all these things. Because what you need to do is, in one night, spend months planning, okay? And you get all the pictures done up, and then so you gotta go the forged pictures of you as her, like as how you're gonna do it. So then blackmail, get the things, kidnap and murder, and then after the murder, you just blitz all of the pictures, recreate every single photo so that you are there instead of her. All right, and then if anybody asks, they're the crazy ones, because it's like, look on my Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry, is that not my Facebook? Is that not all the pictures on my Facebook? What they look like? Weird.
Okay. Lot of steps in that, Dr. Brainpee, but okay. Hand rations. How does she kill you and replace you?
See, I'm going to answer your question with a question. How do you know that I'm the original hand rations? Hasn't it been kind of odd how my hair changes a little every month, or how I always have like a jacket or something on? Like, these are obvious tells. I have replaced myself several times. Hand rations doesn't exist. It's just a long lineage of people who wanted to be hand rations and took a little more initiative than you, Julia, in order to get there. In fact, because hand rations has been replaced so many times, hand rations are fighting machines. You saw me give that good response about wrestling a bear. That's the first step in hand rations initiation. So bring it on, Julia. Be the next hand rations. Be hand rations 24, but hand rations 23 is ready to get you.
I am terrified that this was not the original hand rations for my safety.
Yeah, they get stronger with each model. Wow, that's good to know. That's good to know. Julia. Thank you for the public service you've given to us of that question. That's really helpful.
Now be afraid. Very afraid.
Good to know. Yeah. So it's interesting. There was a lot of questions about hand rations. Seems like we have I don't know, a cult maybe. We should play cult leader tonight. Apparently. Can I?
Cool.
Okay, so here's one that I think most of us here on Flops are cat owners or parents, and I think have this issue. Also from Julia. Julia killing it with the questions tonight. So we're going to start with dry run on this one. Julia wants to know, how does she make her cat cooler, because he's kind of a loser and all of the other cats pick on him.
Well, I would say you're gonna want to take your cat up north somewhere. Maybe like Buffalo, like right on the lake. Maybe get into Canada. Your cat's definitely gonna be cooler up there. Try and capture some of the lake effect. The benefit of doing that is that there are fewer people in the more north you go, and so you have a higher likelihood of being perceived as likable. So you get a cooler cat and better chances at popularity. Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of migration. All right, that could be true. Ricky,
Not
what?
bad. Not bad. I actually fully support that answer, but I think it's something that I've been noticing lately that's pretty cool is people shaving shaving down half of their head and then letting the other like a half mohawk. You know what I'm talking about? So I think. Also, I see people think it's definitely cool to dye your hair now, as everyone in the chat has clearly specified. Hand Rations is the coolest member of this group. She's the only one with dyed hair. Ergo, logic dictates we got to dye her hair. So, step one, shave half the cat. You're going to save on some of that hair dye. Step two, dunk the cat in a bucket full of dye, and you will have a super cool half shaved, half mohawk cat. Right down the middle, too. It's going to be great. We don't need a third person. Right? I mean, that was the best advice you're going to get. No one needs to. No.
I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm weighing in on this. I guess that was okay, but it wasn't great. Look, this is what you need to do. Your problem isn't your cat. Your problem is the other cats who are clearly dicks, right? Now, originally, I was going to say just simply kill all the other cats, right? Cats love food, and cats aren't particularly picky about what they eat. So you could put it out and, take out the whole neighborhood. But here's the thing. I actually like cats. I have 6 of them. So I think all you really need to do is figure out which cat is the biggest dick, take that cat out, put their head on a spike, in a visible place as a warning to the other cats, and they will leave your cat alone. Now, some are fun bonus points if you can scent it with your cat's scent so that they think your cat actually did this. And they will leave your cat the fuck alone. Your cat will be the coolest mofo in the neighborhood, and that should solve your problem.
Can I chime in here?
No,
please.
It's good advice, bad advice, worst advice.
Oh, please
I have even worse advice.
Worse than that? Then I gotta hear it.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the problem here, Crème, is that you're assuming that there is still social interactions between cats right now.
I am.
We know
You're
that
right.
Cats
You're
are
right.
like people. They could be dicks. They have their own personalities, and if this one is lame, it's gonna take a lot to change that. But what you need to do is you need to do what any good talent scout would do, is take someone who's lame and turn them into an influencer. And take all of these ideas, and you need to record it. You need to document the cat head on the spike. You need to document the half shave with some claw marks to show that this cat's been in some fights and has seen some things. It's died. It is doing music videos for TikTok, for Meowtalk, for all of the socials, especially the cat-oriented ones. And then all of the other cats will see this from a distance, far and wide. This is going to become the coolest, most supreme cat in the world. And during the pandemic, people don't have anything to do. Cats don't have anything to do because their people are there all the time. They're annoyed. Right. So you need to have the cat start a cult on TikTok, Instagram, and all of the socials. I think.
So your premise is to take the most evil thing inflicted on the world, which is social media, and take all of our ideas and amplify it.
Yeah, like we're doing right now.
You're kind of a genius. I got to give it to you. You're kind of a genius.
Uba.
I needed to weigh in on that because all of these were decent ideas, but you need to add, you need to add the filters. You need to add the recordings. You need to add the publicity, the influencer status in order to make it, truly.
It needs to be an influencer.
It needs to be an influencer.
I fully concede. You're 100% right.
Yeah, I got to give it to you. I agree.
I'm sorry I jumped in. I know I broke the rules.
No, Officer Peggy, sometimes you just got to stand by your principles, and I'm glad you did.
As an officer of the law, though, you're not supposed to break the law. You know that.
Right, but she is, there is a certain ethical piece, too, and she had an ethical solution, so, I don't know. We do have an interesting question from our friend Ari. Ari would like to know, how he can cause a repeat of the Boston molasses disaster of 1919 without arousing suspicion of the foreman of, the molasses plant. And I don't know if all of the flops know about this. This is an actual thing that happened.
People died.
People did die in the disaster.
Are we gonna play my favorite read Wikipedia game?
I don't know. Are we? We could.
I'm gonna play the game
Not
really
gonna
quick.
fun.
So this is a question. Let's see. Let's start. We're gonna start this one with Cam. How can Ari repeat it without basically getting caught?
I mean, you're in the age of social media and everybody has a camera. It's not going to be easy. I think the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do a lot of recon. You're going to need to see what kind of security they have at the molasses plant. You're going to have to get to know the truck routes. You're going to have to get to know shift changes. I mean, it's going to take a lot of work. In the end, you're probably going to have to bribe some people. And actually, truthfully, to really pull it off, you're going to have to actually go and start working in the molasses plant and kind of work your way up until you can get to a management position to where you can kind of get to know people's schedules and kind of shoo them away. So you'll get to know where all the cameras are. You'll get to know where everything's at. You'll know when people go on breaks. And the most important one right here is who you can pin it on. And that's the important part. If you're going to get away with it, you're going to have to pin it on somebody. So that's what you're going to have to do.
All right. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Good advice.
It's a good start.
Okay.
But we need to know actually how to get there. We need to make this happen. So, yes, I totally agree. You need to work there. You need to know shifts. You need to know who's going to be there when. You definitely need that scapegoat. Be like, oh, I'm sorry. Jim was this freaking jackass who let it go. But what you need to do is you need to get it started. So what you need to do is you need to go into there, because I'm assuming it's going to be a giant just vat of molasses, just a big old pit jar of just steel container that contains molasses, because that's how I imagine a molasses factory. It's just a giant vat of molasses. And you go in there, you do it kind of Shawshank Redemption style, right? Not quite the poster, but like you're just gonna go along and you're checking it out, and you have a little file on you, right? And so you're slowly just like you're looking at the thing and just at different spots and just over the one side. So you just slowly file that metal away, and it might take a couple years, but you got patience. And so eventually they're gonna pour in that giant new molten hot thing of molasses, just like molten hot lead. It's gonna hit that weak spot, it's gonna fly out the bottom, and it's gonna flood the factory, and bada bing bada boom, then it's like Jim was an asshole and he caused the whole problem. And that's how you do it.
Very time intensive. I mean, it's bad advice, but it's very time intensive. Hand Rations, you want to bring us home?
Yeah. See, I think everyone's overlooking one of like the most like salient issues of this whole 1919 disaster. You're treating the molasses as if it's an inanimate being without any thoughts or feelings or emotions. Molasses, it's a very conscious organism. Like, it's not just a knockoff syrup type thing. No, it has its own agenda. So what you need to do is to sneak into the factory. You get to the giant vat of molasses that Dr. Brainpee was describing. And you go, molasses, molasses. Hey, have you heard about everything else in 2020? I know you haven't done this in like over 100 years, but 2020 has been kind of wild, and you don't want COVID getting all the attention. You don't want any of the other weird stuff that's happened this year to get any attention. You want to be what 2020 is remembered by, a reboot of the molasses disaster, because everyone loves reboots. So you whisper this to the molasses, and you tell them, okay, we can't do this now, because it'll look suspicious. However, when the clock strikes 11:59 on December 31st, you just get up out of your tank and you say, I'm here, I'm molasses, I'm gonna mess stuff up. And then that's how you do it. It's the molasses' fault. Freedom for molasses.
I like the whole conspiracy aspect of it.
Yeah, it works
Nice.
well because it's the double reboot.
Yeah,
The reboot
right.
of the Spanish,
Yeah.
of the Spanish flu, and then the reboot of the molasses.
You just need a good tagline for it, and then I think you've got it. So that's good. All right. Sadly, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you, everybody who came out and supported us and supported, equally importantly, Loaves and Fishes. I will tell you, we raised $315 so far. And so thank you for that.
I have 335. I have 335 on my count here.
You're absolutely even better. Yep. So that is super cool. You can still donate if you want to. It'll be up for a couple of days, and that's great. That's going to help some people out this holiday season, and so that's cool. There will be a December show. We're figuring out when, but look for it on our Facebook page and on our Instagram. Follow us on those things if you haven't already. Certainly do the same on YouTube. You never know where you'll find us. We put our shows up, and you'll see this show up on YouTube as well. Thanks to the cast. Great show tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Before we go, I just want to add, starting December 1st, Loaves and Fishes is going to be accepting different, not just cash donations, but unwrapped adult hats and gloves, and homemade cookies. So for the Christmas season, that they're asking for people to donate those physical items, and of course after our fundraiser is done, you can go to their website and donate there as well once our fundraiser is finished. If you missed the deadline.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. If you can't do cash, but you are an amazing baker, there are people who will appreciate your talents. That's awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend, and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.